Oh, I just stunk up my I just stunk up my bedroom. And this is the third time this is my third take for the first time ever. It's the third take in recording these videos because I had to make sure I'm getting my meal prep ready and I'm getting Chipotle for dinner. So let's go. But in any case, I want to record this video to talk about something that I feel a lot of people should know. And this has got nothing to do with religion, whether or not you believe in a God, fate, whatever else. I personally believe that every single person that's going to watch this video has a plan. It has been put on this earth for a reason. And with that, I feel a lot of people are lost on like what they feel is their dream career and they don't know what they want to do with their lives and they feel lost. I think in those moments you're meant to feel lost. I think some people are meant to find their passions early, work on them late while finding them out early. You know what I mean? I feel like everything is set up for each person to be successful. Like my last video set and Berserk's like philosophy, the manga Berserk's philosophy is that this world has several different paths people can walk across. I don't know why I did that. It's meant to like show different paths, but like each person has a different path they can walk. But at each juncture, at each like junction point, you can choose to either go left or right. Man, the camera fucked it up. I was okay, whatever. But the point is that no matter what you do, you have a choice. You have a choice, but making the right choices leads you towards your destiny and your goal. And you might be like, oh my gosh, am I making the wrong decisions? Dude, if it feels good right now and you completely feel good, body, mind, and soul feel good about it, I'm sure you're down for it. And that's the path you're meant to be going down. Because I'm sure a lot of people would be like, oh my gosh, OnlyFans would solve my problems. And their mind and body is all ready for it. But their soul, I can tell you, their soul is not built for it. Oh, my soul knows OnlyFans. No. Then why do you feel bad when people post your content outside? Ew, that's disgusting. But it's not disgusting when you record it. But that's my personal opinion. But in any case, my point is that, and that doesn't go for everyone. Before I start burning bridges, that doesn't go for everyone. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are okay and fine with it, and this doesn't apply to them. I don't fucking know. In any case, I feel there's a path. You know what? This fits in perfectly. I feel that every single person has a path which they can follow, which leads them to a certain point. And if your body, mind, and soul both all feel good about where you're going, and it just makes sense, you're on the right track. Think about it for me, right? I always wanted to be a YouTuber. When I recorded Minecraft content, it would show up as one green frame, and I got no fucking audio. And I was using Bandicam, and I had to contact Bandicam support at 15 years old. You know what I mean? So obviously that wasn't my time. And I feel if I did it at that time, I probably wouldn't have been successful. Or I would have, but I would have lost it all because I was very immature. I wasn't well acquainted with my environment in life. Now I feel more than ready to do it. And I tried multiple times in the last 3 years to try and even get myself kick-started into this thing. And each time it never worked. But now when Pokemon Go is controlling my life, now when things are like really pushing me to work on YouTube, of course it's gonna work because now is my time. You know what I mean? Everyone has their time. You just gotta wait. And like, it's really dope for you to try before your time. You don't know when your time is. Like, this shit can happen all the time. But remember, the reason why I'm doing this now, the reason why I made friends when I was younger, the reason why I attempted to get like a romantic partner now is because at those times I felt I needed to. The life I was living right now wasn't good enough in comparison to what it could have been. You know what I mean? For 17 years, I was okay. I was okay with being the loner, not having friends, hopping on Discord calls, pretending those people are my homies, going to bed, imagining people going to my birthday parties when in actuality I couldn't host a single one. You know what I mean? But at 17 years old, at that point, I lived a life for so long that point of just having no friends, it weighed heavier on my conscience than the idea of me pushing through and making friends. When I was having 3 years of no friends, working on making friends seemed too big. But when I was like this, off the screen, yeah, you know what, like this, and the amount of time and effort I spent not making friends, and making friends is this much, I'm going for that. You know what I mean? But I made that decision. I felt that not making friends took too much more time and energy than making friends. But that came after 17 years. Like, I didn't decide that at 15, 14, 13, 12. It took me trying to decide that for 17 years, and I was constantly trying to find a way out. Think about that. I was constantly invested in making my life the way I wanted it to. I was constantly thinking about going up to girls, watching YouTube videos on girls. That was like my shit. Going out to the club every week or two, learning how to talk to girls. That was my life, and I loved it because it taught me how to do it. Like, maybe people will call me a degen for that shit, but I don't care. I learned the game. And now I can't complain, because when I start seeing my friends going out and getting more and more and more girls, and the more and more and more and more I feel left out, the work it would take, the work that it would take to get a girlfriend isn't seeming that big anymore. Yeah, it might fucking suck in the middle of it, but at the same time, better than staying here, where all this time and effort's getting spent. There you go. All that time and effort is getting spent. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I feel that's the same with everybody right now, I feel like those people that are saying they can't find their dreams, you should look inward and see, like, what in your life is so shit right now that working on it would make it better. You know what I mean? One guy in my visual effects class, my After Effects class, he literally said he works for a guy who makes, like, hiking equipment so he can go hiking. Oh, no, traveling equipment. Yeah, traveling gear. Like, traveling clothing that's like $110 a piece. And the only reason why he does it with his buddies is so that him and his buddies can travel. Think about that. Think about how smart that is. I make a product for what I want to do so that I can do it more. You know what I mean? Like, look, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make content for me to be able to go out more to make more content. You know what I mean? Or even then, enjoy my friends, which can turn into content if they want to be filmed. You know what I mean? It just makes sense. But see what I mean? It's like finding your passion and trying to monetize it. I'm sure there's tons of ways anyone's passion can be monetized in the craziest ways. Like, the absolute craziest ways. Obviously, I'm not like the most creative right now for me to be thinking of constant ideas to market art and whatnot. But to be honest, it's like, that's how I think about it. If there's something in your life that is stressing you out so much that working on it takes less energy than staying where you are, that's when you should do it. And that's why I'm saying it's all a part of the patience. It's all about time. Eventually that time will come where you fucking hate what you're doing and decide any way out is the best way out. But remember, make the good decision that feels good for you. You know what I mean? Like, I forget, I don't know if it was Serena Williams or another tennis player. They said they fucking hate tennis, but the only reason why they do it is to bring their family together. What the fuck are you talking about? Only doing it to make your family wealthy. It was the only way out. There's so many different ways out. Like, to be completely honest, like, this is coming from a privileged white boy. Just keep that in mind. I'm an upper middle class white boy talking about this. But from how I see it, yes, urgency is key when trying to get out. And if you make it in tennis, fucking pivot. Or even start with something completely new. If you love art and painting, do something different. Don't paint like everyone else. Don't say, oh, my painting's so pretty. Oh, make something new. Get yourself out there. I'm sure there's a way to get yourself out the way you want to do it. I'm completely sure with it. But at the same time, you'll know what you want to do because God's going to be there, or fate, or something is going to tell you that the life you're living right now is not it. It's kind of fucking champ. It's terrible. But you're going to have to be the one in the end to make that decision. So as long as you focus and keep ahead on your vision and your plan and constantly are consistent in your plan, you should be good because you're so invested in it. Your brain's gonna be constantly searching for new ways to improve it. I bet I subconsciously thought about Pokemon Go when talking with my girlfriend at one time on the phone. I wouldn't have been playing if we didn't talk about it. Like, and I used to play when I was younger, but I didn't think it was that fucking cool. But now it's everything to me. Now I have friends that play the game. We go and do the events all the time. We go clubbing after. It's like the best time ever. And I seriously think something outside of this world, something like, what would it be? Imaginative per se? Something like that is what pushed me to like get back into Pokemon Go, to push me back into YouTube, because it was the way for me to get there. You know what I mean? But I had to be patient. I had to wait. And that's essentially what it comes down to. So if you have trouble following where you want to be in life, find what you love. Like, do what you love and find a way to monetize it. The same way those people made traveling gear so they could travel a lot. The same way I want to make YouTube videos to go out to Pokemon Go meetups a lot more. And obviously help people. There's more to it than just that. But you know what I mean? Find what you love by doing a lot too. That's something I'm going to post about some point too. How to find your passion. That's literally just you doing a bunch of things and just seeing what happens. Like, to be completely honest, I loved YouTube because I grew up with not many friends, and I realized that these people, I connect with them. They're like, I had a not platonic, but like the relationship, parasocial relationship with these creators. And in some ways, I kind of wanted to create a safe environment for people too that were struggling with friendships and whatnot. So that's why I'm doing this now. But see what I mean? This stuff comes, but you gotta wait. You know, you have to wait. And honestly, I don't think there's much else to say besides that. Besides that, I love you all. You guys are awesome. Peace out. Bye bye.